Hello and welcome to the Instant Action Podcast. I'm Crash800, with me always,
Dr. Wiley.
So we realized when we did the super short podcast, James couldn't make it. You were busy. You were occupied.
Wait, when was this?
This was 2 weeks ago. I threw up like a really quick one. I told you, don't worry.
You didn't.
Anyway,
I should check the blog more.
You should. I realized people are like, "Oh my God, information!" I actually sent information out that I'd already given. So what we realized is that when we keep the podcast really short and focused, you guys get more information.
You were talking too much.
I'm probably talking too much. So what we're going to do is there's information that you guys need to know that we get questions about all the time that I want to put the information out there. It's not going to be new to some of you. I'm very sorry. But for some of you, it's going to be very important and new. So there's 3 questions we're going to cover. The first question is, why did the arcade site come down? The second question is, are the games going to come back? And the third question is, will they be free? So let's start with the first one. Why did the arcade site?
When did the arcade site go down?
Well, the simple question is it cost a lot of money to operate. The amount of time, the amount of people, the amount of money that goes to put into that was too demanding. And as James can tell you, working on a new site and working on a new game, because you guys are working on a new game, is very time intensive.
Indeed.
Yeah. So it's just that we want to do something new, and we had to bring down the arcade site because we don't have enough people or money. Also, we weren't making money with the arcade site.
Money. It all comes down to money.
It kind of comes down to money, and we're really sorry. That sounds bad, but you guys have 2 options. We could have kept arcade up, and we could have kept giving you Legions and gone bankrupt. So you would have been playing Legions for 2, maybe 3 extra months, and then never ever again after we're bankrupt. Or you can be patient while we get our stuff in a pile. We bring Legions back, and then you'll be able to play for as long as you want. So, instant gratification or long-term enjoyment.
Plan to stay alive.
Indeed. The second question, and I think Jaime can answer this, is are all the games going to come back?
I can't answer that.
Why not?
But the answer is yes. All the games are going to come back.
Correct. So, all the games. Marble Blast is going to come back.
Oh, you know what?
Pokeball's
Did
gonna
you
come
get
back.
that message from, I can't remember who it was now, but somebody was very passionate about Ace of Aces?
Yeah. Oh, I did get that. Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, we do read all the messages you send us on the forums. We read the Ace of Aces message. Really, really passionate message.
We do. It's coming back.
Yeah.
It will come back.
Ace of Aces is going to come back. And then the third question is all the stuff going to come back and be free?
Yes, it is.
It is. Lou actually stated in the forums very publicly that everything's going to come back and be free. That is the case. Additionally, your token balances will transfer over.
That's what I was going to ask. What about people that purchase stuff that is now free?
It will transfer over. Well, as far as your token balances, those are going to transfer over. We're trying to figure out what to do with the stuff because we might make the games entirely free, in which case we need to figure out if you bought something, what do you then in turn deserve because you did buy something. You appreciate that you spent money on the site. Basically what this all boils down to is that we really need your patience. It's been really trying. It's not fun for James or I, except that James is working on a different game now. So, but you still care.
I still care.
So, yeah, I mean, we need your patience. We couldn't have done it the way that some of you want us to do, and we're very sorry, but we're doing the best we can. So, I really want to keep this short. I don't want it to drone on so that people will watch it so that you can get this information. I hate you so much. If you want to ask more questions, we will answer all of them. Leave them in the comments down here in the YouTube video. Also, go to the forum link that we've provided and you can go and discuss this. We are going to answer all your questions. There was another really, really good question from Geist, I think it was, that I can't answer just yet. I'm going to get to it next week, or I'll get to it in the forums if you ask me again. In any event, just goes to show, we're listening in the IRC.
Glad you brought that up.
Yeah, we're listening in the IRC, we're listening to the forums, and we are answering your YouTube questions. Please ask. Don't get pissed. Don't rage. Ask a question, we'll give you an answer. So that's about the short of it. Like I mentioned last week, Legions is coming much sooner than I thought. Honestly, the problem was I wasn't sure when Legions was coming back. Now I actually have a timetable, and it could be defined as the near future. I'm not going to put out a date.
You know what happens
because I know what happens when I do that. But there is an actual timetable for Legions to come back. So as soon as I can tell you what the timetable is, we will. And then as soon as we can get it back out and up for you to play, we will do that as soon as possible. So
nice of you.
Yeah, you know. Also, we're going to be announcing that game you've been working on here.
Yes, very soon. Once again, I don't want to give a date.
Right.
Because things can change. But in the near future,
Correct. Soon.
Soon.
Yes.
Yep.
So, in any event, we're going to cut it short. We're going to keep it brief. If we missed anything or something's not clear, let us know. Don't get pissed. Let us know. We are more than welcome. We are more than willing to give you information. So, until next time, I'm Crash 300,
Dr. Wiley.
and we will see you in instant action.